Welcome to Classic CBSE lesson number 8 body movements. In class 5 you have learned about skeletal system. In 6th standard the same lesson you are learning with more details, and this lesson is combined with the different kinds of movements in organisms. So in this part 1 I'll be discussing with you only the introduction part. Before moving to the skeletal system, the joints, different types of gait in animals, we should know how is your body organized and what is the structure of your body. There are many life processes happening in your body. All these life processes are associated with cells, tissues, organs, organ system. So what is a cell? What is a cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. The cell is performing a specific function. So these cells together, it is forming tissues. A group of cells together, it is called as tissues. In multicellular organisms, a group of cells that perform a particular function form a tissue. A group of tissues performing a particular function is forming organ. A group of organs we are calling as organ system. And there are different types of organs present in your body. Together it constitutes organ system, and this organ system is important to perform different body functions in your human body. So this organ system forms an organism. This arrangement is called as cellular organization. First, cells forms tissues, tissues forms organ forms organ system, and organ system forms an organism. In next slide, we will see what are the different main organ systems in the human body. So there are a variety of organ system to perform different functions, and the functions of all these organ systems are important for a human to exist. If any one system is damaged or working improperly, it will affect the functioning of your human body. So first one is skeletal system. What is the first one? Skeletal system. By the name itself, it is understood what are the things present. Your skeleton is made up of bones. What is the second one? Muscular system. Muscular system means muscles. What is the third one? Circulatory system. Here pumping organ and the related blood vessels are associated with circulatory system. Here you can write heart, blood vessels and blood. What's the fourth one? Nervous system. Brain, nerves and spinal cord. The next one is respiratory system. So your all organs associated with respiration are coming under respiratory system. These are nose, windpipe or trachea, lungs. What is the next one? Digestive system. Digestion. So you are eating through your mouth. It goes through esophagus, that is your food pipe. It's reaching to stomach and all the digestion related organs like liver, pancreas, small and large intestine, everything coming under digestive system. Excretory system means excretion. So it happens with the help of kidney, urethra, urinary bladder, and even skin. You're sweating through the skin. All these are excretory organs. Reproductive system, we have both male and female reproductive organs. So about this you will be studying in detail in class 8. So you should know what are the organs coming under different system and what are the functions. Now we will move to your textbook. In the first page, it is describing about the different types of movements. There are many movements that happen in your body. This movement is very important for your functioning. Otherwise, you will be in one place. You cannot move from one place to another. You can't do any activities. So all these organ system which is helping you for the movement is going to describe now. If you're taking the case of animals, some animals are able to creep, some are able to slither, some are able to swim, some are able to fly. So the types of movement is different from human being to animals. So we will discuss now table 8.1 given in your page number 66. You can take your page number 66 and fill the table. So here in the first column it's given the name of the animal. Here it's given cow. In the second column it is given which body part is involved in the movement from one place to another. So cow, you know, it's walking by legs, and here by walk. The movement is associated with walk. So next is given human. So same kind. Snake. Here not only one part of the body like legs for cow and human, the full body, the whole body is involved in the movement. So the whole body. And the type of crawling movement happening in snake, it is called as slithering. So you can write here slither. Next, bird. It depends on if it is on air, it will be flying with the help of the wings, and the chest muscles is giving the support to the wings. Because of the light hollow weight, it is able to fly. And if it is on the land, it will be walking with its legs. So here this is flying or walking. It depends on the type of bird and where it is. And next is insect. Some insects are having wings. Some insect is flying. Some insect is walking. So depends on the type of the insect. Next, the last one is fish. Fishes are having special type of structure called as fins. So there are different types of fins and each fin is having its own function for changing the direction and to swim against the flow of water, and all these are associated with helping the fish for swimming. And its body structure, that is streamlined shape of the fish, everything is helping the fish to swim. So we have covered this table 8.1. Next we will move to movements in our body, the parts of our body which is helping you in the movement. So for learning this, actually we should know the types of joints and where is it present and what type of movement helps by those joints. So here the first column is given body part, the second column the different types of movements. So if you're taking first one, neck, you can't rotate neck in 360-degree angle. The reason is your neck is fixed with the help of a pivot joint from your skull to the first two vertebra of your backbone. So you can do partial rotation or turning. You can bend, you can lift, but does not completely. And if you're taking wrist, finger, knee, ankle, toe, all these are partial movement and you're able to lift it. The next one is your back. Here it is meaning backbone, that is your spine. So there is partial movement because the vertebra is connected to the next vertebra with such a joint which is helping in movement because the cartilage disc is filled in between the vertebra. It is helping the partial movement. That is the reason you're able to bend, you're able to lift. Next is head and elbow. Both are able to do partial rotation because the types of joint hinge. Joints are fixed in your elbow. Then next is your head part also, here partial rotation, the reason I told you because pivot joint. Then arm, you can do the complete rotation. Okay, so all these are the types of movements in our body. So in next class we'll be discussing about your skeletal system and joints, and next class we have to discuss about the different types of movements in animals, that is called as gait of animals. Thank you.